Crisis on our southern border as hundreds of illegal immigrants, many of them children, cross into our country every day. And the people confronting this issue directly, U.S. Border Patrol agents, are often prohibited from talking to reporters. But today we have someone who represents them to give us their take of what's actually happening there. Shawn Moran is the spokesman for the National Border Patrol Council. That's the lead union for Border Patrol in our country. Shawn, just a basic question. How is this impacting Border Patrol agents and their ability to do their job?
Well, right now in the Rio Grande Valley, our agents are overwhelmed. About half of them are doing what's termed as processing, taking care of the paperwork for this flood of humanity that has just inundated the Rio Grande Valley. And the other half of our agents are out in the field, and they're dealing with people that are surrendering en masse to them. And we believe that's what the cartels are looking to do. They're looking to control this and exploit it to their own financial gain by running drugs and whoever and whatever they want right behind these groups, because Border Patrol agents are then unavailable to respond.
Shawn, I'm glad you brought that up. John Roberts actually did some amazing reporting from our border earlier this week, and he was able to shoot some video showing precisely what you just described. There was these two women, they were from Guatemala, and they crossed the border, and they just stood on the side of the road, our viewers are seeing this now, waiting for Border Patrol to come pick them up. And we have video of Border Patrol doing just that. When the Border Patrol is focused on people who want to be caught, how does that impact their ability to go out and get the bad guys?
Well, it takes away our manpower, and we know from surveillance assets that are in the Rio Grande Valley right now that there are groups that are still getting around us. They are, acting covertly. They are attempting to avoid Border Patrol units that are in the field. So it's a major concern because we don't know who they are, what they're carrying, or what their intent once they get here is. So
what do you need, Shawn? What do the Border Patrol agents need to help with this problem?
Well, the biggest thing is the policy of releasing juveniles and family groups. The word is out in Central America, and as a country, this is disgraceful. We should be ashamed of ourselves that we've circumvented our laws and created this loophole, and now we have tens of thousands of people that are on their way to this country to try and exploit our system. And we will not be able to get a handle on it until we close that loophole and we start detaining everyone and setting them up for deportation.
While we wait to see if that happens, in the meantime, you have quite a reality on the border. One of the other things that John Roberts was showing us is folks getting on the back of jet skis and just being able to get across the Rio Grande without really being caught. As soon as they get to the other side, either sometimes they're caught and either sometimes they're not, just because there's so many people coming at one time. What about manpower, Shawn? What about just simple resources? What stops this more immediately?
That's a good question. As I said, we don't have all our agents out in the field doing law enforcement duties. They are doing duties to care for these people that are in our Border Patrol stations, and our stations are not long-term detention facilities. People should not be held there for more than a few days, but unfortunately the reality is they are being held, so agents are having to cook for them, take care of babies, and it's a real problem. So not having the manpower in the field at a time like this just exacerbates the situation. And when we're seeing something like this could happen in any of the Border Patrol sectors. And Customs and Border Protection right now is limiting the amount of time that agents are allowed to work. So we don't have the full staffing of Border Patrol agents in every sector as we should, as a deterrent.
Tell us a little bit more about that. Why is that happening, especially now?
Well, it's simple. It's budgetary reasons. Customs and Border Protection does not have the money to pay for full staffing as we did prior to sequestration, and so they've decided, instead of cutting technology or cutting any other areas, they've decided to cut salary as part of the expenses. So Border Patrol sectors are limiting the amount of time that Border Patrol agents can work, and that goes against everything that we've said in terms of our national strategy. If we were going to try and deter people from coming into this country, the #1 deterrent is Border Patrol agents.
Shawn, it's great to have you on the program. We look forward to having you back. It's a story we're continuing to watch and hope to continue to follow as we don't expect this flood of unaccompanied minors and families coming into the country to stop anytime soon. Shawn, thank you very much for the time today.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.